Welcome to Pouches and More, and today we'll prepare this sunglasses denim pouch. It's got a swivel clasp. So this is how it looks from inside. It's completely lined from inside. There are no raw edges. And this is how the entire pouch will be looking. So instead of a wristlet, here we have put a swivel clasp. So this is how it looks. So let's check out the materials required to make this pouch. We require one main fabric measuring 9 inches by 9.5 inches. It's not been fused. We require one lining fabric fused with interfacing, and this also measures 9 inches by 9.5 inches. Quilting material 9 inches by 9.5 inches. We require a bias binding strip measuring 1.5 inches by 34 inches. A webbing strap measuring 1 inch by 2 inches and a swivel clasp. We'll also require a 16-inch long zip. So these are all the materials required to make this pouch. First we'll be quilting the fabric. So we'll take the main fabric, that is the denim fabric, wrong side facing up. On that we'll be placing the quilting foam, and on the quilting foam we'll place the lining material, the wrong side facing down. Now we are going to make markings on this. The thickness will depend on how much we want it. So I am doing a thickness of around 2 inches. So I'll be making the marking on the entire fabric. So this is the lining fabric that we are making the marking on. It is the right side of the lining fabric. So these are the marks on which we will be stitching. So our stitch length will be around 2 inches apart. You can make this around 1 inch also, or you can just make a zigzag stitch or just curves. Now once we have done straight stitches like this, we are just going to turn it, since we will be making crisscross. So just going to turn it, and on the other side also we'll be making a marking of 2 inches apart. So this will be for our quilting. So now this is the marking that we'll be doing. We'll do it on the entire lining fabric, and once we finish this entire marking, we are going to make a stitch on this whole thing. It's simple straight stitches that we'll be doing. So this is to give the pouch thickness. So this is the marking that we have done, and now we'll be making a stitch mark on all of these marks. So the sizing again you can change it. First we'll prepare the paper pattern. For that we have taken a paper measuring 8.5 inches by 8 inches. So this is 8.5 inches by 8 inches. Now we are going to fold this paper. So first we will fold it like this, and then like this. This is the open side. This is the open side. Now on this open side we are going to make a marking of 3/4 inches. So first we will be making a marking of 3/4 inches. Now on the base also we will be making a marking. We will make a marking of 1 inch on the base. Now again a 3/4 inch. And again a 1 inch marking. So we have made a rectangle over here. So this is again our 1 inch marking. So this is our rectangle. Now on this 1 inch we are going to make a marking of 1/4 inches. So this is a 1/4 inch mark. Now on the upper side we will be making a marking of 1.5 inch and 1.5 inch. This is on the top side. Now we are going to join this 1.5 inch by curve. Both the 1.5 inch marks we are going to join it with the curve. Now from this 1.5 inch we are going to make a marking of 1/2 inch. So from the curve mark 1/2 inch marking. and we are going to join this 1/4 inch and 1/2 inch marking. So this will be the side of the pouch. Now on the folded side, this is the folded side, on the folded side we'll make a marking of again 3/4 inches. So this is again a marking of 3/4 inches, and from the above side, from this 1.5 inch, we are again going to take a marking of 1/2 inches, and we'll be joining this 3/4 inch and this 1/2 inch. So here we'll be giving the shape to the pouch. This is the upper side of our pouch, so we'll just be giving it a slight curved shape. So our paper pattern is ready. We have cut it. When we open it, this is how it looks. Now on our quilted fabric, on the lining side, we are going to trace this. We are going to open it and trace the entire thing. So we'll just do the outline on the quilted fabric. This is our outline. Now we are going to stitch on this line. Now around 1/2 centimeter away from the tracing, we are just going to cut the entire thing. So this is how it will be looking. Now this label we have fixed, it is completely optional. It is around 1 inches from the center, in the center. So 1 inches below. So this is completely optional. Next we'll be attaching the binding. So on the wrong side, that is on the lining side of the pouch, we will start attaching the binding. So the binding will be, wrong side is facing up, and from you will start attaching. So finish doing that for one side. Now we'll do that for the other side also. So both the sides we have just clipped the entire binding. Now we'll be stitching all over. Once this whole thing is done, we have cut the extra fabric and also cut it in the center. Now we'll just turn the entire thing and we are just going to hand press it, especially this curved part. We're just going to press the entire curved part like this, and this is the reason we are using a bias strip, so that it sits properly in the curves. Now we'll just hand press the whole thing. Now on the right side we are going to double fold this binding. This is how we normally complete a binding. So just going to double fold it and clip the entire thing in the curves. Be careful, and we're just going to do that for the entire thing. Double fold and clip it. Now we'll be doing this for the other side also. So we have finished doing the whole thing, and we have also done a basting stitch on one side. So we'll be doing that on the other side also. It's a simple basting stitch. We'll be doing it by hand. This is only to hold the binding since we'll start attaching the zip also on the lining side. So only to hold the binding in place we are going to do a basting stitch, which we will be removing later on. So here we have kept the length of the stitches a little long so that it will be easy to cut it later on. So we'll do this for the entire side. We have already done it for one side. We'll complete doing it for this side also. Now once the basting stitch is done entirely, we'll attach the zip. So we'll take the zip, we'll just open the slider. Now the zip right side will be facing up, and on the lining side we'll be attaching it. The teeth of the zipper will be outwards on the edge. So the teeth of the zipper will be on the edge, and the zipper is facing the lining, is touching the lining. The right side is touching the lining, and we're going to attach the entire thing now. Now one side is done. For the other side, we are going to fold the pouch. We need to know from where we should start the zip, since I've taken a longer zip. So I'm just going to fold the pouch and make a marking. This is the marking. So we'll have to start stitching from here. So we have opened the zip completely, and this is the marking we'll align with the side. And as we did for the other side, the teeth will be on the edge, and we're going to clip the entire thing now. So now we'll make a stitch all around on the zipper. We are going to change the foot to a zipper foot. So the entire thing is stitched. The zipper is done. Now we need to hide these raw edges. For that we'll just get the zipper teeth together like this, and we'll have to make a straight stitch over here. As of now we'll just be clipping it. We'll have to do this on both the sides. So we have just got the zipper teeth together over here. This is the open edge. So in here we'll just have to make a stitch. Now on the side of the slider, we'll first have to get the slider inside. Since we'll be stitching this part, we'll have to get the slider inside. So we're just going to get the slider inside first. Now once the slider is inside, again we'll just fold this part, and we need to make a stitch over here also. So we're just going to clip it now. Both these places we need to make a simple straight stitch. Before we stitch that, we need to attach the swivel clasp. For that we'll take this webbing strap and just fold it in half and make a stitch. We'll insert this inside the swivel clasp. So this is our swivel clasp, and we'll be inserting the webbing strap inside this, and we're just going to flip it. Now on the side of the slider, this is the slider side, we'll have to attach the swivel clasp. We have just cut the extra zip. Now we'll insert the swivel clasp from the right side of the pouch like this. The clasp will be inside, and the raw edges will align with the raw edges of the pouch. So it will be looking like this. The clasp is inside and the raw edges aligned with the raw edge of the pouch, and we'll make a stitch on both the sides. So on both the sides we need to make a stitch. Now we have cut the extra zip on the other side also, and we have taken a lining fabric bias strip. This measures around 1.5 inches by 3 inches. So we are just going to attach it and make a straight stitch over here. This is to hide the raw edges we're just going to make a straight stitch. This is a straight stitch. Now just open it, flatten it, turn it over, fold both the sides inside, and again double fold it, and our binding will be done. So we'll just double fold it and clip it, and we'll be doing the same thing on the other side also. This is to complete the binding so that no raw edges are seen even inside the pouch. Now we're just going to clip it. We do that with the other side also. Now we'll make a stitch on both the sides. So I finished stitching both the sides. Now we just turn the pouch right side out, and we're just going to push out the corners, that is the box corners. We're just going to push it out neatly. So our pouch is completely ready and done, and this is how it will be looking. There are no raw edges inside, it's completely enclosed now. So please do try this, and thanks for watching. Bye.